Ooh, what's up, everybody?
Hey!
Very good afternoon to everyone. Welcome back to Ringside Brew Wrestling Podcast. What episode are we now?
I think there's 14, I think.
14, right about
There's
there.
14, but there's post Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble. Oh my God, Royal Rumble.
So we actually have quite a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
A lot to get into.
You know, we always start talking too much before opening the drinks. So I want to get the drinks away first, and then we'll start talking about the Royal Rumble. I think I'll just
go first. You go first.
Okay, so this week, I dropped by Donkey.
Nice.
Donkey. I don't really know what the name of the brand is.
Okay. Well, I mean, you can read Japanese, right? What does it say? Yeah.
Ganjuku. I don't know, man. My brain is not working. I can't read Japanese today.
3% alcohol. Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
3% alcohol. Sparkling grape, I guess. But 3% is enough to tide me through. How about you?
Yeah. Because I woke up at 3 a.m. for the Rumble.
Damn.
So I am fortified with Starbucks. 2 double shots. I hope I just need one. If I start to go a bit crazy, you must tell me the
quadruple shots.
I'm not gonna open both. I'll just open the latte first because there's an espresso latte and the Americano. We will say Americano a few times this podcast, I think.
Yeah. Okay, let's crack our drinks open. Yeah. I did a shitty introduction for my drink. I apologize, my friends.
It sounds like a shandy, right? I mean, 3% is probably
a little bit like a shandy. I like shandies. Well, we have the 4-hour Royal Rumble to blame.
Oh my, okay. We got this. Cheers.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, you feel good? Okay, I'm a little bit jolted now.
This is a Mercian, Merci with a intonation A-N. So if you guys like grape stuff, I recommend this. It's only 3%. Very nice.
I mean, yeah. Before I move on, Donkey is great for alcohol. I think for kind of budget alcohol. But
budget alcohol. You can get a Donkey sponsorship. Anyway,
yes.
Royal Rumble. Jesus, I woke up this morning, right? Because I couldn't catch the live. I don't know what time they start in Saudi Arabia, but it's 3 a.m.
They start at 10 p.m. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. in Saudi, you know.
They started 10 p.m.
So it's already quite
Saudi.
late.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No wonder the crowd was dead. Yeah, we'll talk about the crowd later. Yeah, no wonder the crowd was dead. So, I saw it was 3 a.m. I was like, no, man, F that shit. I'm an old man. I want to have my beauty sleep.
I got up at 3 though, but we can talk about that. Yeah, I got
Joseph is older than I am, so he's crazier than me. So kudos to Joseph who.
Yeah. But yeah, it was 10 p.m. at Saudi, 3 a.m. Singapore time, which is where we're at.
Yeah,
is about 5 p.m. I think early evening for the US, for at least New York time. That's why they put it at 10 p.m. Saudi time. Yeah.
Yeah, but I saw when I woke up, right, the like when you don't watch it live, you can kind of tell how long the event is because it says 0 to X hours.
It tells you the time of the Netflix.
4 hours. That's crazy. 4 hours of a Royal Rumble. We only had 4 matches.
We sat through all of it though.
yeah, I sat through all of it. But anyways, we'll.
But we have 5 hours of Raw and SmackDown to kind of hopefully zoom through a bit. Yeah.
So we catered the information a little bit different today. So usually we start with honorable mentions, but the whole week was kind of like gearing towards Royal Rumble. There wasn't a lot of important story beats. So we'll talk about the title scene first. Those titles that didn't get to feature on Royal Rumble, and then I'll talk about some important story points going into the Rumble, and then we'll talk about the Rumble itself.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get ready for a ride. Okay. Let's start with the ladies division first. We got the women's intercontinental title. So interesting. It wasn't really a match. It was just a backstage segment. Becky Lynch got involved with the Kabuki Warriors a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Natty was there as well, right? If I remember correctly.
There's been a lot of content for 1 week. Yeah.
It is a lot.
Nettie did say that she wanted to go for the IC title. She did.
Yeah.
Say, okay, I remember now. Yeah.
So nearly I put out. Yeah. So there's this whole Becky Lynch, Natty, and Maxine triangle that's kind of still in play, lah.
Yeah, but also like the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane, they were in the mix as well. The whole segment was really funny. It was like
I don't know. Yeah,
it was the Lulu Becky. The Lulu Becky with domestic violence Kairi Sane. Domestic violence Kairi Sane and the abuser Asuka. Yeah, it was very funny.
Abuser Asuka. Not funny, but funny. Yes.
This is very.
I don't know how Becky didn't corpse, right? Because she's like right next to the Kabuki Warriors doing their shit.
Yeah, no, but she was like, Kairi was saying nobody's ready for Asuka. Then Becky's like, no, I'm ready. I've been here 4 times. What do you mean I'm not ready?
and then Becky's like, you tell Asuka, blah blah blah, right? And then Asuka's right there, and of course Asuka screams in Kairi's face, tell her I'm right here.
Yeah, so Asuka obviously heard the entire thing, right? She was right there, but Kairi somehow wanted to translate it to Asuka. It was just damn funny. Kind of funny segment. But yeah, we did get a lot of action for the IC title. Looks like Natty is in the mix as well. Possibility of Kabuki Warriors also. Right. Yeah. Some things that didn't get to feature this week, it was the women's US title. There wasn't really a match because Julia was... I can't remember. She was in action somewhere. We'll get to there once we get there.
She was in a not the 6-woman tag. She was she was in the Rumble, which we'll get to. Yeah, she didn't feature her.
She was in something. I can't remember what.
Wait, let me check our notes because you're right. There's a lot of content.
A lot of content this week. Oh no, she was in the Rumble. She had a backstage segment.
Right. She had a backstage segment, SmackDown, right?
Yeah,
just before the Rumble. Just before the Rumble with who was it? With Lash Legend and Shalexa.
Yeah. All the ladies were in the parking lot for some reason.
Yeah,
I remember this one. But Julia didn't have a match. She didn't put up a title or anything. So we could technically consider that there was no progression for the US title scene.
She did bring her title to the Rumble. Do you notice that? She actually walked down the ramp with the title.
But the camera didn't really focus. So anyway, no progression for the US title storyline. A little bit of the women's tag team titles got featured in a match, but it wasn't really for the titles. It was a 6-woman tag team match on Raw.
Yeah, kind of a last minute put together ish, right?
I kind of had that feeling.
Called it on the fly in storyline, yeah.
So we got Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Stephanie Vaquer versus Roxanne Perez, Raquel Rodriguez, and Liv Morgan. Who
are basically the top women in the division now.
On Raw.
All 6 of them.
On Raw. All 6 women are top women on Raw. Which is pretty cool to see because like normally you have one or 2 women at most. But now it's like you can say that all 6 women are pretty much the top. Roxanne and Raquel, obviously, they're kind of like upper mid carders rather than lower. But it's good, for them to be in this position. But
and this was a fun match. This was a fun match. I thought
it's a fun match. You want to know what I want to say?
Go on. Yes.
At this point, right, people think I'm just hating on the wrestler, but Stephanie Vaquer, why did we go through the entire injury angle when it's not gonna pay off?
Yeah.
So she didn't even sell the leg at all in this match,
I thought there was a little bit of selling, but you're right that in the end it doesn't matter. In the end, it didn't play a part.
Just 2 weeks ago, she was in a moon boot, a rocket
had to
boot.
Limp out.
Had to limp out and everything.
Crutches.
And then suddenly she's completely fine now. So like, where's the consistency?
Yeah. Her anger, no, I'm just kidding. It's not. Her anger didn't heal her ankle.
At some point, someone is gonna tell me that these are WWE superstars. They recover faster than the speed of light. Someone's gonna tell me that at one point.
So my issue that's all hate canon, which is fine. If that helps you enjoy the story, that's great. But we just have to see what's given to us, right? Yeah. Which in this case is just almost a miracle that Stephanie continues to walk a bit.
Yeah, but I think one thing I noted down right here is that the tag team champions are more over than the heavyweight champ.
Oh yeah, that was where we continue to talk about the women's title scene. My take is the tag team titles are basically the top titles now, which is, we said last week, is not a bad thing. But the women, the solo titles are now mid-card titles, which is a very... It's not a nice place to be, I don't know, as a viewer.
I don't take the solo titles as seriously as the tag team titles. I mean, they did go and say that, hey, we're going to elevate the tag team titles, but I think they overdid it a little bit too much.
Yeah, they overdid. The good thing is, a third or even half of the women's roster is somehow involved in the tag team race, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the problem is your solo titles are just literally the bottom of the sea now.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Good problem to have, question mark. We shall see.
Yeah.
We move on. We got the women's WWE title held by Jade Cargill, which she did the bare minimum again.
Yeah, bare minimum, correct.
Yeah, at this point, we all know she's just gonna do the bare minimum. She shows up and attacks Jordynne Grace backstage, and that was more or less it.
Yeah, and it was like a 3-minute segment or shorter, right?
Yeah.
So it had undercut energy. It just had like filler energy all the way. This whole segment.
Yeah. Bad.
Like, why am I supposed to pay attention to this? Yeah.
Okay, and then we got the Women's World Championship. Again, this one is held by Stephanie Vercaer. They, after the 6 women tag, they had a little bit more progression to that, because Stephanie attacks Raquel Rodriguez backstage. A lot of backstage jumps this week. But okay, at least we finally see Stephanie Vercaer take revenge after like 1 month of getting obliterated by Raquel. Finally, she decides to take revenge.
She takes revenge, and she asks Adam Pearce for a Philly street fight, right?
Yeah, so there's going to be a street fight this
the next Raw, so immediately, So that's going to be interesting. Ankle injury, don't know whether it will come to play again. They may suddenly Stephanie's ankle starts to hurt again. I don't know.
I'm gonna be mad if they target the ankle again, because they targeted the ankle for like 3 weeks, and then magically it healed on its own for like 2 weeks, and then they're gonna target it again. I hope not.
Yeah, she injures it in the street fight again, and then it becomes
Okay. Move on to the men's titles. You realize we're all rapid firing all of this. There's really not much, progression at all, because it's Rumble week. All right. So we got a fatal 4-way. The men's Raw tag titles again. A fatal 4-way match between a couple of teams here. We got Alpha Academy versus the New Day versus I believe they're called American Made.
American Made, and Brutus and
and the Lost
Brutus and his brother. Yeah.
Yep, and the Lost Americanos.
Yep.
It's just number 1 contendership match. It was a fun match. I wouldn't say it's like very, very mind blowing, but it's fun given like how
good spots. Yeah, good spots. Quick paced. Yeah.
I love quite challenging a matchup to begin with. Alpha Academy wins, and not really surprising, because like a couple of weeks prior they were teasing Alpha Academy versus the Usos. But
the Alphas were the one who asked for it, right? And then now it becomes a 4-way, and they win by using.
Yeah, but what was surprising was Tozawa picked up the pin.
Oh, why is that surprising?
Tozawa has been a joke character for over a decade.
That's true.
That's crazy.
I mean, so has Otis lah, but more Tozawa definitely more of a background.
No one has been taking Tozawa so seriously, and then suddenly he picks up the win. I'm not hating on this. I like this a lot because Tozawa is such an entertaining character. So it's good to see that Tozawa is getting this little of a push. Kind of reminds me of an R-Truth-esque character.
Yeah, he definitely flavor of R-Truth. I was also going to say Carlito, right? Because the same, in terms of background comedy, right? You never really see them in ring action. They'll maybe take a bump and then that kind of thing, right? But
it's quite the jump because he was lower than he was lower than the lowest cut.
Yeah,
he's not even on the low cut. Right. Yeah. So now he jumps all the way to somewhat upper mid cut with Uso. So quite a huge jump for Tozawa. So it's kind of like a little bit shocking, but it's good to see that Tozawa is back in the mix again.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, we got the men's SmackDown tag titles. When are they gonna stop? All right, so
when the order from Taobao for the lantern comes in, I guess.
I guess. All right. They didn't choose express shipping.
When the replacement lantern comes in for.
Alright, so the MFTs and the YS6 are still beefing. I don't know why. Okay, maybe I know why, because of the lantern, right? Because the MFTs still go on to the lantern. So as Joseph said, maybe the YS6 are still waiting for the lantern to arrive from Taobao.
Lantern, yeah.
Guys, this is why you all need to select express shipping.
It's like about $1-2 more only. It's okay.
Yeah, guys,
It's
you are
okay.
WWE superstars. I'm sure you all can afford another lantern and express shipping.
But this was just a tape vignette, right? I think just to keep the story going.
Story's not gonna end anytime soon, because right now it seems that the lantern is more important than tag titles. To the Y6, getting the lantern is priority. The tag titles is a bonus. I don't really like that, because you devalue the titles, but I haven't taken this feud very seriously for like 6 months already. So like whatever.
You're right. Yeah, I'm actually more invested in the lantern than the belts, right? And this is, to me, this whole storyline is super filler. So
yeah, nonsense. IC title, as we all know, Dirty Dom is out, so let's move on.
Yeah.
US title got a little bit of a feature. As always, we got an open challenge.
On
Carmelo,
SmackDown,
Carmelo versus Phoenix. It was a good match. I enjoyed this match.
Yeah. I don't know whether you thought, you noticed this, but the Saudi crowd was a little bit quiet for Rey Fenix when he came in. That was my impression. I don't know.
That's the problem, right? Okay, we'll talk about the Saudi crowd, right? As maybe we'll cover the crowd when we hit Rumble, but I would assume it's the exact same crowd because it's in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah, probably similar crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, the crowd wasn't really, reacting for all the big moves. So poor Carmelo and Phoenix. They do all the big moves, and then no one really cared about it. But it's still a good match nonetheless. If you want to see the theatrics and whatnot, go and watch it.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah. Obviously, Carmelo Hayes retains. But
no surprise.
He's still got an ongoing feud with Dragunov and The Miz. Dragunov, I feel like starting to feel a bit more heelish. He's now expecting a title match rather than earning it.
A little bit. There was that flavor because this was backstage, right? After Melo's match.
Yeah, so basically Dragunov was saying like, I expect you to give me the match because I gave you the same opportunity.
Yeah.
I can't really say that it's heelish, but it does sound a little bit douchey. Like he was the one he was the one who offered it in the first place, so you don't really expect people to return you the favor when you offer it
when
yourself.
Then you question why do you do it in the first place, right?
Yeah, you volunteer already, then you ask people why never pay you.
Yeah. I'll get this. Maybe you can chip in. Yeah. That kind of.
Okay. Let me get the WWE title. Sami Zayn. Okay. Actually, this is in the Rumble, so we'll cover this later.
Yeah. Well, let's cover it in the Rumble. Yeah.
Yep. There were World Heavyweight titles. CM Punk versus AJ Styles. It's a AJ Styles match.
AJ Styles match. There was CM Punk was not going to drop the title.
No.
So the way they got around it,
very strange situation.
Yeah, it's very weird, very weird situation for AJ Styles going into his retirement match.
Yep.
So Punk was never going to drop it. So the way they got out of it is Finn Balor interrupts the match.
Yep. Thought Finn Balor was going to turn face, but he still stays as a heel, so it's a very interesting. Do you have something
that was such a roller coaster. Because like they were really I think Finn, to his credit, when because he had a backstage segment with Punk, right? Backstage, a little bit of chat, and Punk was like, "Hey, if you leave the Judgment Day, go on the straight and narrow, I'll give you a title shot." And Finn Balor, to his credit, wow, you see on his face,
you can tell he's had a little bit of a change of a heart.
Yeah.
Right. This was the backstage segment, but the match itself, it was different because Finn actually quite brutally attacks Punk. It wasn't a simple "let me cost you the match." He really destroyed Punk.
He came out and really, really went for it. And the trigger for that after I thought it was going to be a face turn proper. The trigger for that is Adam Pearce tells him the Royal Rumble is full.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Then he gets the bad news, and then he has to face Liv Morgan, who slaps him around a bit verbally. So I think that was the trigger for. So we don't get a face Finn Balor. So
yeah, so very very strange, but like I said, Finn Balor, if he's in the main event, that's a good thing. This inconsistency in his character, I wouldn't say is that ridiculous yet, because you can still say it's justified.
Correct. I don't think it's inconsistent. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's inconsistent. I think they are laying seeds.
Just uncomfortable back and forth for now. I think they're laying seeds.
Yeah,
maybe Finn Balor didn't exactly turn. He actually turned face, and then when he attacked Punk again, maybe it wasn't exactly considered heel, because if you think about it, right, he's a desperate man.
Fair. Oh, I like this take. That actually the face turn was a face turn. And he's actually a face now. We'll see. So I agree with you that there's a bit of back and forth in the sense that creative is definitely dragging this out. They're probably feeling out how we feel about Finn Balor as a face. I don't know.
Yeah. So we shall see lah. Okay. Anyway, we're finally at the Rumble. Okay lah, we took about 20 minutes. That's according to plan.
Good. That was according to plan. We stick to time. Very important.
We stick to time.
As performers, yes. But anyway.
Oh, Royal Rumble. Good lord. Okay.
Let's start. Let's start.
Let's talk about the overall first. Let's talk about the overall.
Okay.
First.
Yeah.
The whole show, out of 10, what do you rate it?
Oh, I haven't thought about that. So now that you put me on the spot, I'm gonna have to be 5.5 or 6.
Oh, exactly the same as me. I gave it a 6. This Royal Rumble wasn't really that great, but it wasn't super bad like the 2014 one where Alberto Del Rio won. But that was bad.
I forgot about it.
That was bad. Yeah, that's why it's out of your memory, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's that bad. It's decent. The matches were fine. There wasn't like there wasn't really a lot of cock ups here and there. Can I just say,
which is nice.
Can I just put it out there that I called it?
You called it.
Okay, I didn't get the other matches right. I only got the Rumbles right, but I called it.
Yeah, you called it. I mean, the women's Rumble was quite obvious, and men's Rumble.
No, I think the women's Rumble was a little bit harder to figure out. No. I actually take pride in figuring that shit out. So.
Yeah.
But
you figured it out. Men's Rumble.
The men's Rumble was super easy to predict anyway. So like, the women's one was again we called it like we said that Liv Morgan was gonna win the women's Royal Rumble, and then for the men's Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns is gonna win.
Yeah.
Too easy, guys. Come on.
Too easy. Yeah.
No,
Dave always has creative's number. We know this, but anyway.
So no, but I think this really sucks. Why? In a sense that okay, I'm not gonna say that everyone else had the same picks. I'm sure that everyone else had like different picks. Like some people they go with like Tiffany. Some people there are a group of people who say Charlotte Flair will win again, which is very random. But the trouble about this is once you figure out WWE's SOP, right?
SOP.
You know what kind of business deals they want to do. You kind of like can figure out who they want to push.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, their playbook. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm okay. Let's talk about the women's Rumble first. Women's Rumble, I'd say it's very, very okay. I enjoyed the women's Rumble more than the men's Rumble.
Oh yeah, 100%. That was the first thing I was going to say. It felt tighter. The women were a bit more locked in terms of, so the Rumble as a performer, right? The Rumble is okay. You just wait for the new entrant. They get a little bit of their moves in, get a little bit of a crowd behind them, right? Then you have to filter out until you have to throw someone out until you get thrown out, right?
Yep.
The women had they were a bit more locked in all those spots, if that makes sense.
No, I don't understand what you're saying.
No? So in the sense that they were just tighter in terms of the pacing. Yeah.
Okay lah, both were fine lah. I felt both were fine. I felt both were fine.
But then you said,
like
the Rumble women's were better.
Okay, so when you watch the Royal Rumble, right, what are the things that you want to see? You want to see your favorite wrestler win the Rumble and eventually, go on to Mania to be in the main event, right? But that one is the more obvious parts. But things like surprise entrances, memorable spots, new rivalries, betrayals, all that kind of stuff that you want to see this kind of thing happen.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, the long-term storylines,
Yeah, I felt like the Women's Rumble had more of these. So like we saw, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss they're gonna implode.
The self-elimination, So Alexa had a self-elimination, I call it, right?
It's not a self-elimination.
Accidental elimination. Kabuki Warriors as well.
Yeah, it's all accidental except for one. We'll talk about that later. Yeah.
Yes.
Charlotte Flair accidentally eliminates Alexa Bliss. Kabuki Warriors also. Kairi Sane accidentally eliminates
that was so funny.
Asuka. And Kairi's elimination is damn funny.
It was super funny.
She was like a puddle of slime just slowly sliding off.
Yes.
It's like, oh!
Yeah. But even funny. Before that, even when Asuka was hanging on, right? And Asuka's like, Kairi! Then Kairi runs over and eliminates Asuka.
Yeah. One could argue that it was Asuka's fault. She did ask Kairi to come and save her.
So anyway,
it was very funny. I feel like Kairi for a few times now, she has done very, very funny eliminations. One time she did the anime girl style fall over with the one leg pointing up.
I remember that.
And then this year she has this puddle of slime slowly. It's so slow to the point that you think that she can bring herself in, but no, she's just like sliding off. And then when Kairi sees Asuka right in front of her, she's like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Asuka grabs her by the hair, and after that they disappear already. It's like they just bring her away for more domestic violence.
Love it. Yeah, domestic.
Pull her hair and lead her away for more domestic violence. I don't know what's going on. It's just damn funny. I loved it.
It was the best. Yeah, that was very memorable. I agree.
It was. Other memorable moments, obviously, we could talk about some star-making moments, right? Lash Legend was very impressive. Like you can tell. You can tell that
she
WWE
eliminated
very,
5. Was it 4, 5? 5. She eliminated 5 women.
Yeah. Lash Legend was very, very impressive. I can't remember exactly who she eliminated, but anyway, she spent. Let's not try to remember. You're gonna.
Yeah. No, actually, I did take note. She eliminated one of the Charlotte Flair actually, so that was big.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of other people, but yeah.
Yeah, so you can
she's
tell
built
that
up as this juggernaut. Yeah.
You can tell that WWE is very high on Lash Legend. And another, like, we knew about this actually, like we knew that WWE wanted to push Lash Legend, but another surprising push for a very low-key person was Kiana James.
Oh yes, in fact I was gonna say Kiana James and Sol Ruka, but we can talk about Kiana James first.
Sol Ruka, we kind of had feelings and inklings that she's one of the future stars of WWE, right? Because she came up at some point to wrestle Bayley and won. So she was one of those clear stars that WWE wanted to push. But Kiana James was another one. She did more work than Julia.
Oh yeah.
Who's champion?
The early entrance for the Rumble, you basically have to take a lot of different people's moves. You have to stay in there for a long time.
But she also eliminated a fair bit of women, so like she wasn't a bum. Like you see on weekly television, right? What you see on weekly television doesn't really translate to how she did in the Rumble. She was quite a monster in the Rumble, I feel. Right?
I was impressed with the fact that she stayed in long. So you're right, like she stayed in long. I've been eyeing Kiana James for a long time. I think ever since she joined the main roster, because she joined the main roster and got tag team with Julia, right? Yeah. Kind of like valet / tag team. So I'm not surprised, and I hope she keeps going far. I really do.
Okay, so there's a lot of moments in the Rumble, so obviously we're not gonna cover everything. just cover the
Can we talk
memorable
about
words. Yeah, I know where you're
dishonorable one? There's one dishonorable one, but we can talk about it.
I know. I'm just about getting there.
Okay,
So I didn't really have a big problem with this one, but Joseph did. On this podcast, I have a history of raging about this person. I thought it was fine. So the Bella twins, actually, it wasn't the Bella twins. Sorry, I spoiled it. Nikki Bella shows up first, followed by Brie Bella. Brie Bella comes out of retirement.
29. Yeah, and Brie Bella was second last.
Yeah, Brie Bella comes out.
I think, last year, Nikki, her sister, was also 29 or 30, right?
I don't remember.
It's like one of the last few or so. So, yeah, Brie was number 29.
Yeah.
So, why this is annoying is it's pretty obvious WWE wants them to be in the women's tag team scene again.
So okay, you can stop there. We know that it's gonna be the Bella Twins versus Rhea Ripley and Io Sky at WrestleMania. Full stop. It's so obvious. Don't adjust your mic, dude.
Okay.
I spent 15 minutes on the volume.
This is me raging. Okay.
Alright, guys. No, when Brie Bella came out and the the Bella Twins, they started working together. I believe they got eliminated together also.
Yeah, I think Lash Legend eliminate. Yeah, basically two of them at the same time. Yeah,
they did turn on each other, whatever. So that is a clear sign that they're going to be a tag team moving forward, right?
And then there was a point where they were eyeballing two different women's tag teams. I can't remember which two tag teams.
Rio was in there. Rio was
one corner, and there was another women's tag team, right?
Yeah, maybe Judgment Day.
So, possible.
Yeah. So
I think you're right. I think Judgment Day. Yeah.
So anyway, I think Brie Bella's gonna turn heel. She's gonna. No, but it only makes sense, right? You don't turn Rhea Ripley.
Sister heel, yeah.
Yeah, her
Nikki
sister
is a heel already, right?
Yeah. Okay, her sister is heel. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, there's no chance they're gonna turn them heel. So Brie Bella's gonna turn heel. Brie Bella's gonna turn heel tomorrow, or maybe at some point on the way to Elimination Chamber. And then the twins are gonna challenge Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Okay, so listen, this could be a Elimination Chamber match, or if they feel good enough about the Bella Twins, this is gonna be a WrestleMania match.
But now that you mention that, okay, Brie has to turn heel first.
Brie has to turn heel first, yeah.
Brie, Brie, right? Yeah. Would it be interesting? I have thoughts about this, but do you think it'd be interesting if you get the twins, one is a face, one is a heel, but they have to work as a tag team?
No, too complicated to explain. I was just straight up.
I was also
heel.
Yeah, I was also gonna say
it's just not worth the effort to explain why one sister is heel and why one sister is face. It damages the dynamic.
Yeah, I was more on the side that I don't think the Bella twins can pull off that storyline.
Okay, I don't know, man, but
I
would 100%
right
say that they are gonna go. Look, if the Bella twins are gonna challenge for the tag team titles, and if Nikki Bella's history repeats itself, that will mean, right, they will continue and continuously attack Rhea Ripley and Io Sky, which I hope it doesn't happen. No, listen, because now there's no real contender for the tag team titles already, because Judgment Day is gonna implode tomorrow, and
their storyline now is towards the solo title,
the solo titles already. So highly likely we'll see a tag team action between Bellas and the Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Io Sky was eliminated, I wouldn't say towards the end, but pretty early. Followed by Rhea Ripley. That was a surprising one as well, because Raquel Rodriguez dumped Rhea Ripley outside, and she was so hyped for it, so much so that she got backstabbed by Liv Morgan.
Ooh, that was a
so this was the voluntary one. It wasn't an accidental one.
Yeah, so that might have been. I think that's probably the biggest story point they were driving in this Rumble.
Yeah,
Raquel and Liv Morgan.
I mean, Judgment Day was working as a unit. I mean, Roxanne, we all know that she's gonna drop out at some earlier in the point. But yeah, I think the prediction was right. I felt that Liv Morgan was the correct choice to send to Mania, because number one, your your solo title, your world titles are drowning. They need help.
Yeah, they're at the bottom of sunk at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, they're a pile of bones at the bottom of the ocean. They need help, right?
They need help. So Liv Morgan is correctly positioned to add fire.
Correct. So Liv Morgan has the star power. She's got good skill, and also it's about time that this Judgment Day thing is gonna explode. You got Finn. Finn also, we don't know what's going on with Finn Balor. They've been doing the tension with Raquel for so long already. If Liv Morgan does take the title off Stephanie, which I think she will, then we can see a revitalization of the scene, because now we have the tag teams breaking up, and finally we got all these stars going back to singles again. So I think WWE has acknowledged that their titles are sinking. Their singles titles are sinking.
Finally.
Yeah.
I like the thought that Liv Morgan will take the title off Stephanie, because you got another option. Well, you got another storyline thread with Raquel, right? Given what happened in the Rumble, so Liv has a lot of things to juggle. That's interesting to watch.
Yeah, so it's 2 months worth of storyline with Raquel just getting betrayed by Liv Morgan. So it'll be interesting to see where this goes. But that would mean Jade Cargill is still running around in the wild.
We'll see. I will leave it. I have nothing to say. I really.
I forgot to mention that Tiffany Stratton returned. Yay!
Yeah, good for her. But not sure where she will go after this. We'll see again. But it's a great, reintroduction.
I think Tiffany Stratton will most likely go for Jade Cargill.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because they have a history, so we'll see.
Another dishonorable mention for me. I think.
Yes.
So we were jumping here and there because the Rumble was so chaotic.
Rumble.
Dishonorable mention for me was Jordynne Grace.
Okay, go on.
Jordynne Grace talked so much smack on the past 3 weeks to Jade Cargill, saying that she's the next champion. She's gonna win the Royal Rumble and come in to challenge Jade Cargill. Now she not even the final 4. She dropped out already.
Yeah,
so these so many weeks you talk so much trash, then you never even make it to the last 4. Then next Friday, how are you gonna challenge Jade Cargill? You lost the Rumble already, what?
You are correct.
Sorry, I lost the Rumble, but hey, I can still challenge you for the title.
Make it make sense, right?
Make sense, right? So, this Jordynne Grace thing is very tricky, because I think maybe they pulled the plug on Jordynne Grace now that they have secured Tiffany Stratton. That's why Jordynne Grace didn't make it far.
So it could be that, okay, you're right that Jordynne Grace didn't make it far in the Rumble, makes her look a bit stupid.
Yeah.
But when Jordynne Grace eventually has a match against Jade, Tiffany will pop back up, shenanigans, we'll see. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what I just mentioned, right? Tiffany Stratton will.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So that's more or less it for the Women's Royal Rumble. I mean, the right person won. It wasn't that surprising that Liv Morgan got it, but hey, Liv Morgan, let's go. Alright, so we move on to Gunther versus AJ Styles. This one was I thought this was surprising. Like, I don't know why, I just thought it was very, very surprising.
No, it was surprising. I think we were talking about it last week. We felt, okay, this doesn't feel like AJ's actual last match. And we said WWE is really laying it on thick that, he's dead. We were saying this is a eulogy for a man who isn't even dead yet.
Yeah.
What's going on? Turns out he lost his match.
Yeah, this match, right? Okay, the match quality itself was decent. It felt like a Japanese style match, I feel.
Yeah, definitely Japanese style, especially towards the end where it was really slow paced.
Yeah. We start the moves meant something, the big moves meant something, so it was really nice to see. Again, it was so surprising. Like, I thought that WWE was gonna swerve us because they really laid it thick, like Joseph said.
Yeah.
Like, and towards the end, you could see Gunther. He locked in the sleeper 3 times at least, and you know that, oh man, AJ Styles is really gonna lose. Lo and behold, he really loses. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. Look, I was trying very hard to study. I watched the match. Like, you think that something would happen, and I thought there was some little signs that AJ might not be done. There was some little signs, right? Okay, sure, AJ lost. He's officially retired. Thank you, AJ.
Yeah.
But the whole send-off felt super negative.
Right. So you are right about the signs because AJ was about to leave after the whole match. He's about to leave his gloves in the ring.
Yeah, but
and then he decides not to.
Yeah, he puts it back on and starts doing all some poses and whatnot. Yeah.
Posing again. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he walks out. Right. Yeah.
I mean, for those of you listeners who don't know, it's kind of like a symbolic thing for wrestlers to leave their gear in the ring to signify that they retire. Undertaker, Triple H did it. John Cena left his shoes in the ring, those ugly ass shoes.
Yeah, but he left his gear in the ring. Yeah,
Bubba Ray, Devon, they also did the same thing. So it's quite symbolic. But AJ didn't leave his things in the ring. So I don't know, man.
So then how, you see, so I have I agree with you on the symbolism. Then I don't know how I feel about, because you said your career's on the line, right? As you know.
No, but there's no way he's gonna retire. There's no way he's gonna come back from this, right? Because he literally lost a retirement match, and then is he gonna whine about it and say that actually that didn't count? Cannot be. I don't
know. Where do you think this is gonna go?
I don't know. Okay, there's so many possibilities here. Maybe this is a work. That's number one. I hope this is a work. Number two is. Like AJ was actually supposed to leave something in the ring, but he kind of like botched it or something. Like he did his poses. Then after that he was supposed to take out and put back, but he forget. It's a bit hard to say. But I really think that if this was his retirement match, right, it's such a. I don't feel like it's the right way, you know. Like John,
it doesn't feel
John had an entire sending off party. I mean, it's John Cena, obviously, right? But AJ, it felt so negative. It felt so lonely. It's someone who's been wrestling for 25 years, you know. Yeah. So
something felt. I don't want to say off. You're right. Something felt weird, right? About the ending.
Mean, it doesn't feel like a. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying. So, I don't know. Maybe there might be something that we can work from this, but I don't think it's very likely that AJ, you know, does an angle with this. Because if he does an angle with this, that will just devalue the retirement match. Then next time, anyone who retire will just come back the next day and say, actually, nah, I'm not retired.
I want to come back.
Yeah. So I hope he doesn't do that, but also I wish he gets a send off. Maybe there'll be a send off party on Raw.
I like that thought. At least he gets a proper send off, but don't undo the retirement. Yeah,
don't undo the retirement. Okay, the next one is gonna be a short one. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. Another one that I didn't quite get correct. I thought Sami was gonna win. I guess not. Drew won. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Like, do you think Sami was? Do you think the right person won?
I was on the fence about this outcome in the sense of, like, I wasn't sure who was going to go through, or who was going to win.
Oh, excuse me.
I am not sure about. That's fine. I didn't. We can edit. We won't edit it out. Sami and Drew. So here's what I want to talk about with you, right, Dave? Because in the SmackDown the night before this Rumble, Drew, in his interview, said, I am going to do whatever it takes to retain. Will Sami do the same? I don't know if they hit that story point.
No,
I don't know if they hit the narrative point.
It definitely did not. They sold it in such a way that it was a highly personal story, but they only had 3-4 weeks to build this. Cody versus Drew McIntyre was way more personal than Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. But Drew McIntyre, in his promo, he was like, oh, will you do anything it takes? Apparently not, because Sami wasn't really that desperate. He didn't want it enough. I don't feel like he wanted it enough. The match was okay. It's decent, right? It's a good work rate match. But it didn't feel like a match to end the feud. It's just like a house show match, a random defense.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't think in that match they hit any of the story beats that they were trying to sell, right? Sami, right, he was insulted so many times by Drew McIntyre, but didn't act as if he was insulted. He was just wrestling as regular Sami. He wasn't being uber aggressive. He was just wrestling as per usual. Drew, there's nothing much to say about because he's the heel, right? He's doing his usual shenanigans. So I don't think this match really hit the beat. That's why I didn't really like it. I'm okay with whoever that wins, to be honest. I did feel that Sami Zayn was the better choice. Why? Because he's a better character for Cody to turn heel on. Maybe they'll still do that, maybe not. But yeah, it just wasn't very fulfilling to watch this match. I don't think Sami got his revenge in. So now what? Now Sami lose already, right? So he's indeed proven a failure to his son.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Now, Brown Cow?
I mean, you mentioned the son because Drew right at the end also. Right at the end, he's like, just stay down, do it for your son. And that did nothing for Sami. Sami didn't wake up at all, right?
No, like I said, Sami wasn't uber aggressive. He didn't get triggered when Drew was provoking him. This whole time, Drew, as in this couple of weeks, Drew has been playing with his family and whatnot. Sami didn't act like that. So he's just proving Drew's point that he's a failure. And now he's 12-0 against Drew. That's an insane stat.
Yeah, 12-0, and he said he has not lost in Saudi Arabia, and he just did, right? So.
Yeah. Okay, I would say I think this was the match that brought the Rumble down. I feel I could have done without this match. Like if Sami won, it could have instantly shot the ratings up, but I felt like it just didn't pay off anything here. It's just random, lame finish. Yeah,
you are correct. Actually, now that you say it out loud, that this was the downer of the whole night. Actually.
Yeah, I thought this was the downer. Okay, now we move on to the men's Royal Rumble. Wow, man. Okay, men's Royal Rumble, right? In terms of storylines going in, it's way more stacked than the women's. But I felt like the men's Royal Rumble was more of an attraction show rather than a match.
Yeah, it was and it was an attraction show. I think we will talk about it, but also I wonder if there were certain points that WWE creative thought would get the Saudis up in their seats, and it didn't. I think there were a few points.
I don't know, man. Like, okay, so we go back to some of the basic criteria for Rumble, right? Rumble, we want the right person to win, but that's not always the. It's not always the situation. That's fine, right? We want surprise returns. Yeah. It happens 80-90% of the time. We want storylines to get progressed. We want betrayals. We want nice young stars getting pushed. So these are the 5 basic criteria. They only pushed the young stars. Everything else was just lame.
Wow. You're right. They only
Now we got to see Javon, we got to see Oba. Both had amazing showings in the Rumble.
Wow, Oba was a beast in the start,
Yeah, but if we talk about Oba and Javon, they had a lot of time, right? Austin Theory was kind of like a joke in this match. He didn't do much.
Yeah, the vision. Why don't we talk about the vision? I think we start with it. Yeah.
Well, Braun Breaker comes out second.
Yeah.
So this before the Rumble start, Paul Heyman confronts Adam Pearce. He says, "Is this some kind of joke to you?
Yeah.
Why do you rig the system to put Braun Breaker as number 2?" And Adam Pearce is like, "No, what? Are you crazy? It's a random thing. He's just sway. He's just unlucky."
Yeah.
Right. And Braun Breaker does come out as second. Oba Femi first, and I thought, oh shit, this is gonna be a banger. And as Braun Breaker is coming out to the ring, he gets jumped by a masked man, the exact same masked man.
Yeah.
So I mean, it
ends up giving him a curb stomp. Yeah.
It's gotta be Rollins. It's gotta be Seth. There's no. I mean,
it has to be at this point.
It has to be Seth, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense if it's any other person. So it has to be Seth. And because of that, Braun gets eliminated by Oba. So I mean, like, okay, fair enough. This keeps Braun strong.
Yeah.
Braun does not need to win the Royal Rumble. He's already made already. He doesn't need to win the Royal Rumble. I thought it was okay to put him out that way. No complaints about that. But the rest of the vision, right? Logan Paul lasted longer than the people that they were supposed to push, like Austin Theory and Bronson Reed.
Yeah, Logan Paul was Final Four.
Yeah, Logan Paul, he's already made already. He doesn't need the Final Four. It should have been Austin Theory.
Oh, yeah. I see. Yeah, you're
So
right.
now Austin
You're right.
Theory,
He didn't need to be there.
Austin Theory is now a joke again. He's all of that, right? He did the mask mat thing. Everyone was taking him seriously, and now he's starting to lose, and he's starting to get eliminated early. How am I supposed to take this guy seriously? How am I supposed to buy this repackage if you're constantly put him through that kind of nonsense? He barely.
So,
what do you remember him doing? Let me ask you this: do you remember him doing anything?
No, I remember him taking a whole bunch of bumps from people running in. Yeah. Austin. Yeah. That's what I remember.
Zero memorable moments. Austin was just another dude in the Rumble, right? So it wasn't that great. You had to pick out a moment you had to talk about.
Yeah. So that's the vision. You're right. The vision. They tried to, because if I remember correctly, the vision, they all came in by the middle, by entrant 15-16.
Yep.
Do a little bit of clearinghouse, but in the end, I noted this down. You asked me what I remember. Austin Theory and Bronson Reed both get eliminated by LA Knight.
Oh,
so you're right, like So that's
the returning LA Knight.
To your point, they don't look that great. If
no, but okay, they don't look great, yes, but again, it's storyline. So that means LA Knight is gonna come back and beef with the vision. This clutters the narrative a little bit, no? Because we got the Masked Man now attacking the Vision as well. Then we got LA Knight in the mix also. Like the Masked Man is definitely not LA Knight. He's too small.
No, obviously not. Obviously not.
LA Knight is jacked. So like, there's just multiple people going for the Vision right now, and LA Knight did return as expected.
Yeah.
So he put out the Vision. Speaking about returns, we got a couple of.
We got quite a few, right? Yeah. El Grande Americano. Let's start with, because Americano. Which one? Yes. So it was quite. I thought the timing was interesting because Cody Rhodes comes in at, I think, 10 or 11. Then the second El Grande Americano.
You're confusing everyone. Okay, you know what? Let's just call it as it is. Ludwig Kaiser
comes in, right? And then, nice big pop. And Ludwig is accompanied by Rayo and Bravo.
Yeah,
who are not in the Rumble.
Yeah.
They're not in the Rumble, but they come in, right? Accompany Ludwig.
These two guys flew all the way down to Saudi just to do the little Cape tour and go back.
Hey, it's a paid gig, but so Louis comes in, and then immediately after, the same music hits.
No, it's a different music.
Actually it's different.
It's the OG Americano.
OG Americano.
Yeah. So no, when I say OG, it's legit OG. They call the Titan say the original El Grande Americano.
Yes. So, and this is Chad Gable.
Yeah, it's with a beard now, and a lot more jacked. I don't know how he gets even more jacked than the previous one. So there's Louis Kaiser, El Grande Americano, and Chad Gable, the original Americano. Yeah. They did the Spider-Man meme. They
did, but it could have lasted longer, but it didn't. So that was entertaining to see two Americanos.
Okay, but the crowd did not react to this at all.
Yeah, so the crowd was not. I don't want to say they hated it, but they didn't love it, right?
Okay,
they didn't love two Americanos.
I think now is a good time to talk about the Saudi crowd. The Saudi crowd was ass. It was really bad. No, they were really bad. You know what? Let me say this: the Saudi crowd, they only know a few names. They only know people like Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Ripley, Io Sky. They know all the superstars, which is great. They react to the superstars. That's what you want. Yeah. But anything below that, they don't know. They don't even know what's going on. They don't know who is this, who is that. They just know the superstars. That's why when we see a lot of these Rumble entrants, right? Like for us wrestling fans or for American fans who watch back at home, we will pop to things like, holy shit, there's two Americanos. Right? Yeah. Holy shit, Rusev appears out of nowhere, right? Yeah.
Rusev was flat also. Rusev also okay. Yeah.
Okay, no, but let's talk about the crowd first. Right? They were so flat for all of these moments, but they were so loud in singing the music.
They're sold out for Orton, yeah, right. Cody Rhodes. And again, on the topic of Saudi audience, just I think 2 or 3 before the 2 Americanos, Mr. Iguana shows up.
Nobody gave a shit.
Yeah, so if this was a North American crowd or even a European crowd, they would have been. I think they would have reacted.
I think they,
right?
yeah, precisely. I think they would have rated Mr. Iguana. I didn't like it, but I can see why they wanted him there. Even Penta also didn't really get a reaction.
Penta no reaction. Powerhouse Hobbs, which we can get to. Powerhouse Hobbs, zero reaction. Like, I think it's obvious the Saudis, at least this crowd,
they don't care.
They don't pay attention to AEW.
I wouldn't even say AEW. They just only care about the few people, the top stars that exist. They don't watch the product as a whole, right? The crowd was mostly dead for the Rumbles. Actually, I popped so hard for Chad Cable. I was like, oh my god! I knew he was gonna come. I knew he was gonna come back, right? But I was like, oh shit, we're gonna finally do this. Let's go.
One after the other,
But that didn't happen, right? So I didn't like the Saudi crowd. Again, because of the crowd, it brought down the experience of the show, right? When it comes to Rumbles, you want to hear people go bananas for stupid things that happen in the Rumble, right? Damian Priest, he double chokeslammed Mr. Iguana and Maresca. Maesca, sorry, I don't even know the name. Lajesca. I said Maresca. Sorry, it's the Chelsea ex-manager Enzo Maresca. Sorry, Chelsea fans.
The double choke slam, right?
Yeah.
The silent. Yeah.
So. And the Rumble. Again, like we're jumping. Sorry, everyone who's listening, we're jumping all over the place. But this Rumble is quite terrible. I would say the men's Rumble is really, really subpar. At the very beginning, I said it was an attraction show. It was an attraction show, you could tell, because all the superstars were spread out. All the superstars were spread out. Like you guys like Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Brock Lesnar, who else was there? Roman, Randy, they were all spread out to get the crowd going. Like, of course, at Royal Rumbles, it happens like that. But this is made so much more obvious because the crowd will only react to these guys. And everything else, right, I'm sure all of them will just be looking at their phone and whatnot. Right, so it's an attraction show.
It felt like that,
Everyone else, apart from all these superstars, they are just random names. Right, they bring down people from AAA and no one knew who these AAA people were.
No one cared. This crowd didn't care,
Yeah, no one cared for all the luchadors except for Rey Mysterio. Even Rey Mysterio got a mild reaction. He only got like some 619 chance, but that's about it.
Quite unmemorable. Now that you mention it, I almost forgot Rey was in. Yeah, Rey came in early,
Not a great crowd, I would say. Gunther does double duty.
Gunther did double duty. Gunther did double duty. Obviously, he ends up in the final 4. In fact, his final 2.
Yeah, so he's a final 2 with Roman.
I don't know if I like the finish of this Rumble as well. So last year was already weird. So if you remember last year, Jay just basically pushes after a little bit of scuffle. But you see, Rumbles again.
But this was a straightforward shove out, no? It's a straightforward.
It was a straightforward shove out.
There was no scramble, no nothing.
Roman just, after spending 30, 40 or even close to a minute in the sleeper trying to fight out of it, suddenly he powers up, spear, and then done. I don't know. The only thing in my mind is, okay, because Gunther did have a full-on match before this. It just felt a bit, I don't know.
Dude, like...
He's the correct person, don't get me wrong. Correct person to win.
No,
but...
I disagree. I disagree. Okay, there's 2 perspectives to this. There's 2 perspectives to this, right? Number one, you're either talking about the business or you're talking about the future of WWE.
Okay.
Right? So what do I mean by that? Let's talk about the future part. Why is Roman not a great choice to win if we want to think about the future? Roman is a part-timer. Roman is a part-timer. He only shows up once every 3-4 months for storylines. And he almost always immediately will take up an important spot on the show. He's not always the main event, but he can easily be the main event is what I'm saying. Right? So it could have been who are the final four? We had Gunther in there. We had Logan Paul in there. We had LA Knight.
Randy and Logan.
Randy. So it could have been Gunther. It could even be Logan. Right?
Yeah, for the future. You're talking about the future, right?
The future, right? So if you you invest your stocks into Gunther, and then wow, he's suddenly a career killer and is also going to WrestleMania. But obviously, Gunther is the less likely option now. But you can argue that they could have just easily swapped out the last four. Right? It doesn't have to be those few people. So now we have Roman win. Then that means the WrestleMania is going to be done by one part-timer and one full-timer again.
Yeah.
Right?
Again.
Then we look at the business aspect, right? We see, obviously, if you look at the business aspect, then 100% Roman is the right choice.
He will get, he will sell tickets,
Roman will sell tickets. He's got history with Cody Rhodes. Whatever storyline you put him in, it will work.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's got ties to all the top stars of WWE, so he's gonna sell tickets. And like I said, we have two perspectives. We look at the business perspective. WWE is so business oriented that they only think about the money. So Roman was the only obvious choice to put over.
Agreed.
Right. So I'm not saying it's an entirely bad choice. It's a logical choice, just that it's not good for certain parties of WWE.
Right.
It's not good for those future stars. I mean, they had a good showing but another year of another part-timer facing full-timer, when is this going to stop? They keep going back to the same guys to rely on them. Now I could be making a bad take here, right? You could argue that while they're focusing on these guys, they are building the other generation. But what my important point here is they only choose the money-making option.
No, definitely. I think that's a criticism we've said, and people on the internet say Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns. Shows up, like you said, once every 3-4 months. I feel like business side, we talked about it. Business side makes sense. I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I like it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll only find out once the stories start to become a bit more obvious. They can still make a great story out of this. I could totally see, again, like we spoke on this podcast before, right? Roman winning and Cody getting back the title, that's an easy WrestleMania match. And I honestly feel we're going in that direction right now.
So you think Cody will probably take the title off Drew before Mania again?
Drew McIntyre for no reason assaulted Cody and cost him the Rumble match.
Cost him the Rumble, yeah.
So I guess now Cody has a reasoning to go and fight Drew again.
Yeah.
So Roman versus Cody. Hopefully they change the heel face alignments. Otherwise, it's gonna be same shit last year.
Same shit. Different Mania. Yeah.
Roman wins and Liv Morgan winning the Women's Royal Rumble. I would say that the show itself was very subpar. Is it really worth 4 hours of your time? I'd say no, not really.
No, yeah.
Any memorable sequences? I can tell you my most memorable is Kairi Sane sliding down like a puddle of slime. And that tells you a lot about...
That says a lot.
That says a lot about the match. I'm not saying that was bad. Yeah, I'm not saying that was bad because that was the most entertaining thing to me.
Yeah, no, you're right. Along the same line, I think one of the most memorable in terms of Rumble is Asuka's elimination when she's like, "Kairi, help me!" and then Kairi actually eliminates her. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was really, really hilarious.
She's like, two Americanos. Yeah, hey, pong, and then she's out, right? 2 Americanos was nice.
I honestly wish they had more, they were German the holy heck out of each other. They had two fake luchadors.
Yeah.
Germany the hell out of each other.
They should just become Ludwig. It should have become a Ludwig versus Chad Gable, but they're wearing the masks.
Yeah. Even Brock Lesnar was barely memorable in this match. Brock Lesnar, he came here for a huge payday, that's all. He got randomly eliminated.
Yeah, can we talk about Brock Lesnar's elimination in the middle of Jey Uso's entrance?
Who the hell eliminated him? I don't even know.
So I almost missed this. I will say this on record. I almost missed this elimination because Jey Uso's entrance hits, right?
Oh, it's so freaking long.
so long, so I have conditioned myself. Every time Jey Uso's yeet entrance happens, I actually skip forward. I did this in the middle of the entrance. And then even though it was probably 5, 6 a.m. here, I noticed the number of active participants doesn't make sense. Where's Brock? Because Brock, you can't miss Brock in the ring, right?
Yeah.
So I actually doubled back. I had to sit through the whole freaking Jey Uso entrance again, and it is in the middle of that it takes Cody Rhodes and LA Knight to toss Brock over the rope. And that's in the middle of the Yeet entrance.
I'm gonna admit, right? I also fast forward because I knew it was gonna be really long. Like, who would think that Brock Lesnar would get eliminated? Who would think?
Yeah,
that's crazy. Like, I mean, he will get eliminated. I'm just saying, like, during Jay's entrance, I also got beef with Jay. Like, so Jay is in the Rumble. This brings me back to the freaking War Games, right? He just goes up to the cage, and then you remember he went up to the cage. He started dry humping the cage. Yeah, and he started eating on top of the cage in the middle of War Games, which made absolutely no sense. He comes in the Rumble.
Brock Lesnar's coming down. Yeah, when you know Brock Lesnar's coming to the War Games, and you dry hump the.
Yeah. So now he comes into the Rumble. Yeah. I thought he was gonna try to win because Jay, because he's been crashing out because he keeps losing all these opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Instead of coming in to be serious, he freaking dances with everyone, including Roman. He has like 2 Yeet concerts.
Yes, 2 Yeet concerts. Roman's like, okay, we're gonna do this again, right? And then
Jey Uso is the most unserious wrestler I've ever seen in my life. Like, he crashes out on a weekly basis because he's not getting the title. He keeps losing. No one takes him seriously. He's not gonna win another heavyweight title. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. You're fucking like. You hit concerts in the Royal Rumble. Of course, you're not gonna win. No one's gonna take you seriously.
I take Jay seriously as a tag team contender, but that's it.
No, okay, guys.
He needs to,
I mean this. I'm talking about bad creative. I'm not talking about Jey Uso. Okay.
No, yeah.
I'm sure she's a much smarter person and much competent person. But yeah, oh man, like. Okay. Anyway, that was the logical part. I would say it's for the lulz, right? Royal Rumble, they need some of the lulz. They need these kind of moments like Mr. Iguana, right? But Mr. Iguana, we know, is a joke character. But Jey Uso, is he really a joke character? I can't say. There's a huge disconnect, I feel. So
yeah, because we both fast forwarded through his entrance. The Saudi crowd was high on him.
But we read back to Brock Lesnar, right? Brock Lesnar suddenly just get eliminated. Like, no story, no nothing. He doesn't struggle. He just gets thrown out like any other. It wasn't
a moment. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think Brock Lesnar is just there to collect a huge payday, lor. And then he just goes.
I don't blame him for that. But at least make it mean something. And
anyway, that more or less wraps up the Royal Rumble. Like, It is very chaotic and very hard to cover. I'll be honest with everyone here. Could we do better? I'm sure we can, but man, it's so hard to follow. One thing happens after the other.
Yeah, but I appreciated, Dave, your breakdown of what's the point of a Rumble, right? Which is push the future, try to get the right person through. You want the audience to feel like their top person is going to go through. Then you got your random surprises, whether it's a law surprise or I can't believe that happened. And right now, sitting here, I felt like last year's Rumble might have been better. Now that I think about it,
for sure, this year we didn't really have surprises. Like the biggest comeback of both Rumbles was was a Brie Bella.
I grudgingly say that.
There is no surprise return in the men's Rumble. I mean, obviously, you could say the masked man is technically Seth Rollins, but it is what it is, right?
There's that, and I think Powerhouse Hobbs should have been a bigger pop, but it's the Saudi crowd.
Yeah. So that automatically gives it to Brie Bella. So like not a great Rumble. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch 4 hours worth of that nonsense.
And I don't know if the only highlight I would suggest is what we said about the Kabuki Warriors and the El Grandes, the Americanos, probably worth the highlight, but
yeah, I think we might be a little bit too harsh. Let us know. Those people who are listening to the podcast, you can come to our Discord channel to talk about it. I think we can wrap up right about now. We will see y'all next week when we see the fallout from Royal Rumble. Like, I can expect a few things to happen, like Judgment Day imploding because Liv Morgan kind of like turned on Raquel Rodriguez. We'll see. Maybe Roman will choose who he wants to face. Oh, actually, I want to talk about that. I think, right?
Let's talk about Roman. Yeah.
Cody will go into desperation mode because right now Roman would like. What if Roman comes out, cut a promo, and then Cody comes out, right? And Roman says, "But you don't even have the title now. Why should I choose you? You will mean nothing to me." Oh my God! Can you imagine Roman saying that to Cody? Cody, goddamn mind.
His all the veins in his forehead will burst. Yeah, so I can see it.
Yeah, so I think this will be the start. But anyway, we should see a lot of things for sure. Masked Man, I'm quite excited to see the return of Seth Rollins. We shall see. Return of Chris Jericho tomorrow night, highly likely. Possibly.
No, please, no need. You think that's gonna happen?
Just remember that Dave got both Royal Rumbles right this year, lah.
Yeah. Remember that. Absolutely right.
We'll see you guys next week. As always, you can find us on Instagram. That is at ringsidebrewpod.sg. Also on TikTok as well. That's where we post all our highlights. Come and give us a follow. Any like, subscribe, share. All that kind of usual stuff. That really helps us. Excuse me, didn't mean to do that. And then what do I want to say? Yes, Discord. Okay, all link in bio. If you want to join our Discord, be a part of the community. We discuss wrestling every day. Come and be part of the community.
Yeah, part of the community. In fact, there were 3 or 4 of us live in the Discord, chatting live, watching the Rumble together. And all of us, as far as I could tell, were in the Singapore time zone. So it's always nice to have you're watching wrestling 4 a.m. in your dark room, but there's people on the chat. Always nice.
Can you imagine that many people staying up to watch a 3 a.m. show while the rest 20 plus of us were sleeping? Crazy people. How to join the Discord? Just look at our Instagram. The link is in the bio. And such. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Again, give us a like, subscribe, share. All that nitty gritties that really helps us. So thank you so much for your support up to episode 14. We'll see you guys on the next one. This is Dave signing off.
This is Joseph.
Alright, we'll see y'all next week. Bye guys.
Bye.